Welcome to my channel. I'm Carmen Shammas. I'm your astrologer. I'm going to talk about the weekly horoscope from the 28th of November up till the 4th of December. Before I start with the horoscopes of the week, let me give you an idea about the general or about the planetary aspects of this week. This week basically is definitely different and totally better than the last week. There are no major aspects, there are no hard aspects, meaning there are no difficult aspects between planets this week. Last week was terrible concerning the planetary aspects. This week we are fine. Everybody should move on smoothly. There are no obstacles regarding the planetary aspects. The most important aspect this week, or let me say the most important planetary event this week is the new moon. The new moon in Sagittarius on Tuesday, the 29th of November. This will highlight the whole week. So the last 2 days of November, the moon will be in Sagittarius. This is good for the fire signs, meaning I'm talking about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Of course, we have Venus is still in Capricorn. We have Mars in Aquarius. Jupiter, of course, is still in Libra, lucky Libra. Mercury will move to Capricorn on Friday night. So it's the 2nd of December. It will move to Mercury and to Capricorn, and this means that the action, lot of activity will be in all natives of Capricorn. They will manifest great activity, great interaction, and they will be very fast, faster than usual. This is Mercury in Capricorn. We will also witness maybe some news, or some actions regarding some administrations, public administrations. And I'm talking about, it's a global view. I'm not talking about a certain country in specific. I'm talking, it's about the whole thing. It is global. So let's talk about the weekly horoscopes, which are highlighted this week by the new moon in Sagittarius. Let's start with Aries. Aries, this new moon, which happens on Tuesday, the 29th of November. Actually, this new moon may open a new door for Aries. It will push you. It will push you to try something new, to try or to go for a new adventure, to try something new. Maybe Aries will start thinking about joining a new organization or moving to a new group of friends. Aries will take up new studies, will be very curious. Aries will be very active this week, the whole week, but you have to know, Aries, that the first 3 days of December, they may be loaded with responsibilities. So the most complicated days of this week may be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tuesday and Wednesday, the last 2 days of November, basically they are carefree, they are very dynamic, and these are the best 2 days of the whole week, and you can count on very lucky opportunities. Let's move to Taurus. Regarding Taurus this week, first you have to be happy that we're moving to a completely different month. November was tough, was difficult. It was loaded with obstacles, maybe enemies, maybe you had some competition, tough competitions. You start the week on Monday, on the 28th maybe with some question marks regarding your work, your performance, your efficiency. You may have a dispute. Maybe you feel a bit edgy. You feel maybe provoked to react in a negative way. So you have to be careful. You have to take it easy. Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll be better off, but your best times will be on the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd of December, when the moon will be in Capricorn. This is when you will feel light, you will feel optimistic, you will feel more confident. Try not to ruin these good chances, these good vibes on Sunday, because Sunday might put you in a very responsible position, and you cannot fail the people who count on you. Let's move to Gemini. Gemini, this week, you have to know that when you move to December, the last month of the year, this is the worst month of the year. It's not worse, meaning that terrible things are going to happen. No, but it is basically the most complicated month, especially if you have complicated issues that are not yet sorted out. You have to be careful from on Tuesday and on Wednesday. The last 2 days of November are very complicated. The new moon is in the 7th house, which is the house of your competitor, of your enemy, public enemy, the law, everything that might put a question mark on your behavior. Also your spouse, your partner at work, or maybe even your strangers, maybe your neighbors, people you don't know. So you have to be careful on Tuesday and Wednesday. These can be the worst days of the month. The best day for you definitely in this whole week is Sunday, the 4th of December. This is when you will feel a bit light, you will feel a bit more confident, and you will feel more capable of handling these situations. It is not a very easy week, but I think you can handle things if you take it easy and if you don't react impulsively. Let's move to Cancer. Cancer is moving to a very busy month. You are moving from a productive, from November, which was a very productive month, very efficient and very supportive. Now you're moving to December, the last month of the year. It is more demanding. It expects from you a lot of performance, good productivity, great efficiency, and good results. December usually is tiring. It's exhausting. It might deplete your patience and your energy. You start the week on Monday with a good energy. You're optimistic, but then when you reach Tuesday and Wednesday under the influence of the new moon in Sagittarius, you might feel tired. You might feel depleted of all the energy that pushed you the whole month of November. Nevertheless, you cannot be discouraged. You cannot underperform. You have to be super ready to present best results, and you have to take care of some medical issues, or some maybe you want to look after yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to dosify. You have to know how to organize your day. These schedules should be well designed, so you can perform well, relax, recharge your energy with maybe some healthy, nutritious food, some time off, and then you continue with your work. When we reach December, the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of December, this is when you will feel a lot of pressure. This is when you will feel like you are really questioned for certain issues, for maybe a certain behavior, or maybe a result, a work that you have presented, and maybe there's a question mark about it. The problem is it's not 2 days, it's 3 whole days, which means that your patience may run very, very, very short, and maybe you will be provoked by your spouse, by your neighbors, by your boss, and you have to be very patient, and you have to stay calm and refrain from any emotional reaction. Sunday may help you get back to your normal nature, and will help you finish the week and basically in good conditions. Let's move to Leo. Leo should be happy. You should be happy reaching December. You should pray for December, because it will help you float. It will bring you to safe shore. It will help you plan well the end of the year, the way you want to wrap the year. December is good on Leos, and you should know how to plan the whole month, not only this week. The new moon in Sagittarius will help you look ahead, will help you make good plans, reconciliations will be very easy. You have to make good relationships. You have to bond well with your family, with your children, with your colleagues, everybody around you. This is your chance. Maybe you will feel a bit tired and moody on Monday the 28th, but Tuesday and Wednesday, I promise you, they will be super dynamic, nutritious, and helpful days. And you can wrap the whole month of November in a very pretty and very successful way. This is Tuesday and Wednesday, the 29th, 9th, and the 30th. When we start off with Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with the moon in Capricorn, Leo will start to feel a bit will notice that the time for play is over, and he knows that Leo has to sit tight and perform well. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there's a lot of work. Maybe there's somebody in your family is sick and you need to take care of them, or maybe you are sick and you need the care and attention of your loved ones. Maybe you have to do some work for your loved ones. There's a lot of work actually during these first 3 days of December, but it need not be difficult or complicated. You can move on. As long as you have a good schedule, you'll be fine. When we reach Sunday, the 4th of December, Leo, you have to be a little bit more conscious of the demands of the others, of others. I mean, your spouse, your partner at work. You have to be more conscious of the demands of people at work, clients, customers, and you have to be careful not to overreact. Maybe one expression might ruin a relationship, so you have to be careful. Don't ruin the good work of your whole work. So just be careful, be patient, listen to others, don't impose your ideas. Let's move to Virgo. Virgo you will reach in December a state or a phase where you have to start thinking about yourself, your family, your personal life, your physical and mental health. This is the time when Virgos start to think about settling down. Like since September, October, and November, they were very hyper, they were very active. Virgos now, they have to settle down. You have to settle down at work, at school, or at home. You have to look after certain issues that you have neglected probably during the past 3 months. As for this week, with the new moon in Sagittarius, this new moon will highlight your personal issues, your family, your health, your relationship with a parent or with a sibling or with a loved one. You may wish, or you may feel lonely, you feel nostalgic, you want to go back to your country, you want to go back to your hometown, you want to settle down, you want to go back to your parents' house, you want to be in contact with you want to be in your comfort zone. It is challenging. Tuesday and Wednesday, they can be a bit challenging, and these are the 2 days that can be very demanding. On other days, you'll be fine. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are the best days of the whole week, and you will be very successful. You will feel very romantic, and you will reach out to others, your friends, colleagues, and even people you meet at where you practice your hobbies. They are the best days of the week: Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And during these 3 days, you can really catch up with some work, and you really can make it up to your loved ones and to yourself. On Sunday, the 4th, Virgos, you need to finish certain things. You have to be very precise, you have to be very efficient. Try not to postpone your work, because you might the week that follows, you will find yourself maybe in some difficult situations or complicated situations. So wrap it up, don't leave things for the following week. We will move now to Libra. Libra, you will love December. December is pretty good for you. It is perfectly favorable for Libras. Mars is in Aquarius. It pushes you, it encourages you, it empowers you with love, with emotions, and with physical power. You start the week with some maybe plans about some financial issues, maybe about your budget, about your salary, about some bills, but you will be able to finish the month of November in a very fast, dynamic way. You have quick reflexes, and you will be able to move very fast and finish the whole month of November in a very smart way. So the new moon, which is in Sagittarius, it falls in the 3rd house, your 3rd house, which is the house of communication, which is the house of interaction with people. Go to your exams, go to your meetings, don't postpone, don't put off, don't be scared. You are very empowered mentally and physically on Tuesday and on Wednesday, the last 2 days of November. When we start when we start December, we start them with the moon in Capricorn. This is when Libras, they stop where they are. They feel the toll of the family or personal demands. They are very sensitive to the to remarks, to observations. Maybe a family member needs you. Maybe family member is in need and needs help physically, mentally, and you also want to run to your comfort zone. This is when Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, this is when Libra should feel confident enough at his home or at work. Try not to get into trouble, because these 3 days you don't have the energy, nor the mood, nor the disposition, let's say, to get into trouble. You just want to be left on your own, feeling peaceful. This is what you want. When Libra reaches Sunday, the 4th of December, this can be actually one of the best days of December, and you should be ready to move on with the flow. Maybe you can compete. This is the time for you to move on and compete, to be in the best places, to fight for your own rights, and this is a very lucky day. So you can wrap the week in a very positive or on a very positive note. Let's move to Scorpio. Scorpio, we are moving now to the 2nd month in your year. You started a new year, you had your birthday, now we're moving on. And the point is, on Monday, we start with the moon in your sign, which means that it's a sub-page, let's say, in this book of the whole year. Scorpio, you feel empowered on Monday the 28th. This is a very powerful day, and you should be able to achieve many results. You are very ambitious, you are very strong, you are very powerful, you are in the now, which means that Scorpio is a strong competitor. People have to stay away from competing with you because you're very strong and you may be the winner. Tuesday and Wednesday may bring some news to Scorpio. Why? Because the moon, which was in your sign on Monday, also on Sunday, past Sunday, and Monday 28th, activated certain energies and vibes that will carry and bring to Scorpio some good news. With the moon, new moon in Sagittarius on Tuesday and Wednesday, most of your worries or your you'll be focused on some financial issues, maybe on some academical exams. You want to do well. You know that it's a time of it's a testing time, and you want to perform well. You may get into negotiating something or maybe investing in something, but you have to be careful. You have to look into details. Something which is not very difficult for Scorpios, known for their love of details. When we start, Scorpios, when they start December, they start with big strides. Strides meaning big moves. Why? Because with the moon for 3 days, consecutive days in Capricorn, on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of December, Scorpio will be highly motivated, super fast reflexes, super dynamic mental and physical forces, energies. It will be very hard to compete with you. So basically, the first 3 days of December are super powerful, and you will be a star. When we reach Sunday the 4th, Scorpio feels the toll of the whole week, and Scorpio just wants to relax and forget about difficult things. He wants to, or she wants to stay at home or at the office. They just want to relax, and they need also to control their moodiness and their temper. We move now to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is now completing 1 year of his life or her life, and with the new moon in Sagittarius on Tuesday and Wednesday, on the last 2 days of November, Sagittarius finds himself. Sagittarius finds herself. Except for Monday, the 28th, when the moon is in Scorpio, the whole week will be perfect, super perfect. Monday, the 28th, is a day, it can be disappointing. It can be of low energy. You may feel lost. You may feel confused. Monday, the 28th, is for you to just relax, stay back, and watch the world move. You just sit back and watch. You have to be careful of some disappointments and maybe some people who try to cheat on you. Do not expect anything. Do not decide on anything, because you may regret it later on. Tuesday and Wednesday, this is when Sagittarius, they have to be in command. They have to lead their life. These 2 days will bring you lot of activity. These 2 days will bring good news for you. These 2 days will help you launch and execute important issues and important functions in your life. Any project you want to start off this year, or what is left of this year, you have to start working on it, and you have to start launching it between Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, starting Tuesday 29th of November until the 4th, everything is beautiful, but because of the highlights, because of the power of the new moon in your sign on the 29th Actually, it's around noon Universal Time, which is 2:20 p.m. Beirut time. Tuesday and Wednesday are the perfect days for Sagittarius, and you are number one. You have super reflexes, you have super energy, you are very powerful physically and mentally. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, when we start off with December, when December kicks off, Sagittarius now is the main player. Now is the time for Sagittarius to take part in activities, whether at work, whether in socially, or even academically. There is no excuse for Sagittarians to stay behind. However, the first 3 days of December, you may need to look after your finances. You have to look after your budget. You have to sort it out, evaluate your situation financially and also mentally. You have to be strong, and you're going to be strong. On Sunday the 4th, Sagittarius is empowered with great ideas, convincing ideas. You will be very happy to debate, to negotiate, to be everywhere. You are very active and you will be very successful. We move on now to Capricorn. Capricorn, you have to know that the first 3 days of this week, and I'm talking about Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, there is a question mark about certain aspects, although I prefer Monday for everything important to be done before the end of November, because Tuesday and Wednesday are are not helpful at all. Let me say, they're not helpful at all, and you can expect some illusions, disappointment, and certain news that they don't make you happy or content or satisfied. So Tuesday and Wednesday, try to avoid getting into or going into projects. Tuesday and Wednesday, 29th and the 30th, the last 2 days of November, they should be kept only for wrapping things up, clearing things up, decluttering things, putting things away, organizing. That's all. Don't make decisions because you will regret them later on. When we start with December, because of the moon in Capricorn, in your own sign, this is when you start feeling a bit enthusiastic, a bit optimistic, a bit eager to do something, and you have to do something about it, because these 3 days, the first 3 days of December, are the only best, let me say, the best 3 days of the whole month. Let me say again, probably at least during the first 3 weeks, they are the best days to do something about something important. Like if you need the help of someone, like if you need the support of somebody, like if you want to launch an idea, these 3 days will help you do what you want. And then we move on to Sunday, the 4th of December, and this is when Capricorn starts to feel feels incapable, or maybe feels the inexperienced, or Capricorn feels a bit tired and feels depleted when everybody needs his or her expertise, money, also help, support. This is when you feel depleted, and this is when you feel as if you are tested, as if your friendship is tested, as if your qualifications are tested. So just be careful how you transit this week from the 28th of November till the 4th of December. Let me move to Aquarius. Aquarius, you are happy with the sun in Sagittarius. This is a great move for you. This is when you feel like in your own waters. You feel you are capable of moving on with your activities, own activities, personal and social, and maybe also family activities, except for let me start with every day. Monday the 28th for Aquarius, you have to be careful of a conflict, a dispute, or maybe some question marks about your work or productivity. This is when you have to be super professional, no matter what, how old you are, no matter what you do. There's a certain load on you, a big chore, a big responsibility, and you have to be careful and you have to be perfect with it. Tuesday and Wednesday, they can be very productive. They will help you move on and wrap the whole month of November in the best perfect way. So don't be lazy. Please do your work on Tuesday and Wednesday and wrap the month of November. Try to correct mistakes. Try to put things back right on the right track. With the new moon in Sagittarius, you have friends to help you. You have colleagues to help you. You have invisible powers that will help you and support you. Come the 1st of December, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, this is when Aquarius feels lonely. This is when Aquarius feels a drop in his energy and feels a bit out of tune. You don't know what's happening. You're confused. You're ignored. You're being pushed away. And my advice to you, please don't make any important moves during these first 3 days. Expect some illusions, expect some confusion, chaos, delays, and probably some setbacks. Watch out. Sunday the 4th December, with the moon in your sign, this is when things start to look better. This is when things start to look fresh, and this is when you feel most optimistic and the luckiest. We move on now to the last sign, which is Pisces. Pisces, this month is or this week marks the transition from November to December. Monday definitely is one of the best days of this week, with the moon in a water sign in Scorpio. It is perfect for you. You will love it. This is when you will feel compassionate. This is when you feel the support of others, and this is when you feel like you are receiving some messages, or you're being very intuitive, and this is when you feel that you're more confident about what you feel and what you want to do. It is a positive day, Monday, so if you have important things to do, try to finish them on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, with the new moon in Sagittarius, Pisces, you are under the spotlights. There's no way you can hide. There's no way where you can stay back. This is when Pisces, you are under the spotlights, and like everybody is looking at you, looking and watching everything you say, everything you do, expressions on your face. So you have to be very cautious, and you have to be very responsible. You cannot fail now. People are looking up to you, and probably some Pisces may reach a very high position. This is in spite of the anxiety and the way you feel. These 2 days may offer you a chance, an opportunity to move on to a higher place. You may relocate. You may receive a promotion. As for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, first 3 days of December, Pisces will feel more relaxed. Pisces, you will enjoy the company of others. This is when you should go out. This is when you should socialize. This is when you should mingle. And this is when you should look for support, because you will need support on Sunday and on Monday, the worst days of the week or even the month of December. So come Sunday the 4th, Pisces may feel sick because there's no energy left at all. It's depleted. Sunday can be sickening, can be exhausting, depleting to your mental and physical health and power. Maybe you should avoid difficult chores, and this is when Pisces should just enjoy some time with loved ones, watch a movie, read a good book, listen to music, and just entertain himself or herself. I wish you the best of luck for this week, all signs. Goodbye.